Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Seth. This is Breaking Bad Season 4, episode, what is it? 4. Bullet points. That could be a few different things. Thoughts on the last episode or on the back half of that one? I just watched it a day or two ago. It's super fresh in my brain. Big takeaways are Skyler is impressing me and is doing better at negotiating or working with Walter, and when he gets, amped up and she's maneuvering with him better, as well as fucking over eyebrows via Saul Goodman and Bill Burr on the comms was pretty cool to see. I don't know if we'll see any more of Burr or if that was just a one-time, cameo. I only say that because I know Saul Goodman's people that he keeps around him and uses. There's a chance we'll see them again because, it works out that way. Mike, his secretary at the office, there's a few people that we've seen here and there, so. Jesse is still in a fucking weird place. I don't like it. It's kind of been his arc for this whole season, since Box Cutter. I mean, I guess, since he shot Gale at the end of Season 3, but from Box Cutter on, he's just been kind of, zonked, or I don't know if it's denial or discomfort or awareness of just how bad things are or what he's into now, but it's, killing Gale, it seems like, has affected him more than everything else. More than Jane dying, more than the plane crash, more than Combo dying. Like, I don't know. I mean, he was also in a weird place after Jane died. He was at, flop houses and crack houses and shit, but Marie, Klepto Marie. Hank was her rock, her hard place, and now he isn't interested with her, or isn't thrilled by her, or just isn't excited. I don't know if it's because he just feels like he's this thing that has to be tended to, but then he's leaning into it by bitching, so it's like, you can't bitch about, wah, here I am, wah, and then, wah, my wrong chips, wah, I don't know. Maybe you can. I'm not him, but, alright, no more rambling. Watched the previous episode a day or two ago. Excited to get into it. Let's see what's going on. Breaking Bad, Season 4, Episode 4, Bullet Points. Here we go. Some exhale. What is... Okay. Who is this in a freezer truck? A reefer truck, they're called in the catering event planning industry for refrigeration trucks. When I first heard reefer truck, I was like, is this the same type of truck that I'm thinking of? It was not. This is the cartels getting back at... Is that Mike? Oh my god, why is Mike in there? The driver's about to get shot outside the truck. You're on the clock, Mike. Exactly. Open up into fucking disaster. I knew a shot happened, but I didn't understand how there was light as well. It was... Yeah, stay... Jesus. I mean... Ew. Oh, yeah, well, if there's blue in the batter, that'll do it. Not a UMP, maybe it's an HK? I'm not really good with submachine guns, like rifles and pistols. Mike ain't having it. Pop, pop, pop. First one was a dead-on headshot, and then the second two shots were follow-up shots on the second target. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, yeah, because he was lying down, prone, at the top of his ear and then into his neck. No, Walter. It's like if Mike were an agent in the Matrix, he'd be like, Mr. Anderson. But it's just funny how she has grown on me, Skyler has, in this 4th season. I didn't see what she jotted down, but this is a cover-up for the money if they get... Right.
The stories.
No, sweetie, don't worry.
Has Hank questioned where the bill money and all the support equipment has come from? Or has Hank just thought, oh, the police, the DEA has our back?
Tonight's the night.
Because he did bluff him at the party.
Sign point values.
They're teaching him how to count cards
You gonna split the eights?
Skyler, please.
so that he can be good at the thing tonight.
Yep.
It's statistical, it'll happen
The key thing to remember here is that it's not about any one hand.
over
Key
time.
is the number of hands per hour.
Just keep going, okay?
No, you know what? I'm in recovery. Remember?
Ah,
I shouldn't even be playing. And that is the fiction that we should be sticking to.
mm,
You know what?
hey, right back at her.
You're right.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you're an addict, we shouldn't be using him to entertain people at cards.
On the same page.
Scripts and...
Script,
Bullet points.
bullet points.
Here we go.
And told
The more
me.
rehearsed it is,
Come on,
the
this is
more
what we're
exact it
talking
is
about here.
always, the more suspicious it is.
Marie's not telling him that we're paying his therapy bills.
there it is.
and neither are we. Because I seem to recall that you'd rather sell drugs than take help.
Fine.
Marie will tell Hank in her own time.
It's like their lie is better now that she's involved, but it's also less simple for him.
So, you see that? Right
Yes.
there in the middle of the page. Okay. Oh, and I put in that line about Robert, you know, GA me.
I was and am
He-
providing for our family.
And he was freed by it. He felt like a man. He felt like a provider. He felt like he was in charge of his destiny.
I'm out of control. I mean, this
Yeah,
whole thing
yeah,
is
that-
like crack. Where is the I slept with my boss bullet point?
Oh.
I can't seem to find that.
For a fire,
I don't like it. I don't want Junior thinking less of me.
at least you won at gambling. I'm just the bitch mom who wouldn't cut you any slack.
Fuck, she's not wrong. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I put you through all of this.
wow.
And saying something emotional, like...
This is kind of like the Black Mirror wedding episode. I think it was called Free Fall. Know me. They were like going back and forth with what they were gonna say and what they thought of the speech. And should I cry here? Yeah. Whoa. At the same, we said cry at the same time. Walt.
Deb, you're on 1 tear, 2 tears.
This has to be convincing.
1 tear, 2 tears.
That's rhodonite, okay? It's manganese in a silicate.
Ooh.
Manganese can have an oxidation state of between -3 and +7. Is plus
Easy there, chemist. Easy there, chemist.
Hey, give me that phone, will you? I gotta check
Oh, the lab notes. Fuck. This is gonna be fucking awkward.
Consulting.
Is it home videos of him?
That we can all support each other.
Look down at your shoes. What's coming up?
Holy shit.
It's a lie.
I can totally get a card for my birthday now.
This dude, this kid.
I'm terribly ashamed of my actions.
He said terribly, terribly. He did it. So I guess he's trying to scour for anything that leads back to him.
Bend my ear, right? I mean, if you ever need to talk or
Yeah.
blow off some steam,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Not about the blue stuff. Not about work.
Don't anyone me.
This is a preview of a conflict to come. I don't like this. Let me look at your files. Let me make sure pictures of me aren't in there somewhere.
Gale, Major Tom.
Oh, the Far Side comics by Gary Larson.
I did find
What a
some,
guy.
You know, get like top 10 recumbent bicycles, indoor composting tips.
Recumbent
Right next to the-
bicycles.
To WW, my star, my perfect silence.
Oh, Walter White, WW.
Woodrow Wilson,
That is so fucking awkward.
Willy Wonka, Walter White.
From time to time, looked up in perfect silence at the stars. It's a poem by Walt Whitman. Your WW.
What if it's not? What if that's a misquote and he double checks it, or if he looks later on and it's not?
Day late and dollar short.
We're previewing the end here.
Eyewitness person of interest, might get lucky there. And if somebody knows something, they'll track down the shooter eventually.
Wait, outside of Jesse's place though, wasn't Gus's new guy scoping him out from the parking lot? Imagine how it smells in there. Stale beer and vomit and piss and liquor and just nastiness and grunge and sweat.
Gale's murder is being investigated. Duh. I'll start from the beginning. You drove there. You drove over there.
It's like the way Skyler is with him, he's that way with Jesse.
And hell, he knows Jesse is involved in the sale of blue meth. That was Hank's one and only lead. And he goes after Jesse for the murder.
Goes after him how? On his rascal scooter?
Oh, fuck, dude. That's...
I've got Gus wielding a box cutter. I mean, Western Union, message received.
You can buy a paddle. For a substantial fee. And I do mean substantial. You and your loved ones can vanish.
Like relocate?
Be clear, this is an end game, if you get my meaning. I mean, there's no coming back.
Got to be something else that I can do.
I mean, Skyler kind of said the same thing last episode. She said if we're out of control or if we're in danger, go to the cops, tell them we're threatened. Yo, are you fucking kidding me? In an unlocked drawer, it's just all sitting there? Are you? I mean, that camera can't follow them both at the same time, right? Are there multiple cameras? You just thinking of, yeah. Okay, he gets it. Oh, they don't trust Jesse. That's why they're following him. Wow. That shot would have taken a long time, and it was on track. And it was a time lapse. That's cool. She's just raining the blue shit? Oh my god. Yep. The fuck do you think would happen, dude?
Wake up.
Mike. Oh, shit.
Wake up.
Where's everybody? I invited your guest to leave.
Wow.
You know who this is?
Oh, the guy who stole his money.
That $78,000 or so look familiar?
You want to know what's next for Little Miss Pissed in his pants?
No. I'm sure now.
You're on thin ice, you little shithead.
Yeah, really.
What can I do for you?
We haven't seen Gus since Box Cutter, have we?
He's become increasingly incautious. He's a risk, a liability.
This is message number 3. You better be ready in 2 minutes because I am right outside your door.
Yeah, what are you, Jane's dad? I'm on the way. You better have your bags ready. Got a cracked window? Wow, we're in. Is Mike actively doing something about Jesse?
Where is he?
Where's Rachel?
Gonna ask where we're going?
Will it matter? It's like, is he ready to die? I don't understand what's going on here with Jesse. It's like if Mike was driving me out into the desert, I wouldn't be comfortable. But hey, that's just me. Alright, Season 4, Episode 4, Bullet Points. Trying to gather my thoughts, it all just happened here. Marie and Hank took kind of a backseat this episode. It was a lot of just Hank up front. He's got this new investigation with Gail, and Walt was going through the files, and I wonder if that Walt Whitman poem was a misdirection or bullshit or something for Walter White, to just take himself, out of the crosshairs. I like the idea of Skyler making the story to cement things on the side of the family with the DEA agent. I get that, but I'm kind of on Walter's side where it was like almost too many emotional beats, too many it was called bullet points, but then she had like 5 or 6 pages. That's not bullet points. That's a synopsis. That's character arcs. That's emotional beats. That's not a bullet point. I understand her wanting to be rock solid, but what I'm saying is, if something is too solid, is too rehearsed, or every time you go back to the information, it's exactly the same. Just like in True Detective Season 1, if there's no embellishment, there's no changing over time. It's very rehearsed, very practiced, and that's suspicious to most people if something is exactly the same. Or it's one thing if you tell the story and it just skews off and ends differently, or different people were there, or you're changing details, but willingly ratchet it all down and try to make it super tight, I think is suspicious. But he's been able to bluff Hank so far at the card game in an earlier season, during the investigations, everything. So he's totally off the radar, it would seem, right now. Jesse and his fucked up friends, I mean, friends, I use that term very loosely for Jesse and those people. Yeah, Mike's taking Jesse out into the desert. I don't know if, I'd guess to disappear him, you know. Why else would they be going out there? A meeting with Gus? Gus isn't about fucking with Jesse anymore, especially probably after Mike said that. Jesse's a problem. Walter won't like it. Oh yeah, the very beginning of the episode opened up with Mike in the back of the Pollos Hermanos truck. The driver got killed, and then the truck got shot up. But it's probably got clipped in the ear. I'm guessing they were cartel people or something like that. I mean, there's got to be remnants of the cartel, just because, like Crazy 8, Tuco, the cousins, the actual cartel guy that Gus had raided, you know, there's got to be more people, and if it's not more people in that family, it's a rival cartel, you know, rising up and wants to cut off, you know, Gus's influence. Shoot up the car, ruin the product, kill a few people, you know, disrupt business, so... We'll see. I mean, that's good. You know, it's good for them to introduce some outside force pressing Gus in the organization, so that it's not just, why doesn't he deal with Jesse? Because there's other shit going on for him right now. Yeah, Walt learning how to count cards is part of his in-depth. I get him wanting to be familiar with cards and gaming and different strategies and whatnot, but like actually drilling him and shit. Like he said, if he's a gambler and he's supposed to be recovering, he shouldn't be playing, he shouldn't be touching cards, so. She was, to her credit, to Skyler's credit, she was really receptive of that fact and was like, shit, you're right, and rolled with it. There wasn't a lot of pushback, there wasn't a lot of what if. Like, they are getting better at communicating and navigating with each other, and I like to see that. Yeah, Salt introduced the idea of a sort of witness relocation. I mean, probably not federal. It seems to be private or off the books. Which makes me wonder if, like, the people, you end up in some sort of religious compound or some sect where you don't leave. And you are just stuck there and no one fucking knows you're there. You know, a little town in an obscure place and a far, yeah, connections all over the place, so. Alright, that's going to do it for me for now. Thank you all so much for sticking with me through Breaking Bad. This has been Season 4, Episode 4. I just watched 4-3 a day or two ago, so... starting to speed up the turnaround time from watching to edit to post, so feels good, and yeah, look forward to recording more in the near future. But that's it for now. Thank you all so much for being here. I look forward to more, and I hope to see you again in another one. Thanks again, and goodbye.